So that means I have negative exponents, so I have to rewrite it. Now, does the negative 42, it's negative, but does it have a negative exponent? No, that negative 42 stays on top. It does not have a negative exponent. Only move it if it has a negative exponent. These are both negative, so both of those have to flip to the bottom. Okay, done. All right, number 7. This one's tricky. Throws a lot of kids off. 25a. Now, what do you do to exponents when you divide? You subtract, right? So this is why those the penny wars was good to do. All right, so we need to do 6 minus negative 5. Let's write that on the side. 6 minus negative 5. What is 6 minus negative 5? When you have two negatives, it becomes positive. So what's that? 11. So is that a negative exponent? No. 11. That's the answer. You are done. Here's another way to think about it. All right, if that's confusing to you. Another way to think about it is you have 25a to the 6th, and that a to the 5th is going to flip to the top. A to the 5th flips to the top. What can you do to these? You add your exponents. All right, another way of thinking about it. But remember, you subtract 6 minus negative 5. How about this one? Oopsies. 54 divided by 9 is 6. Why? Now, negative 10 minus negative 7. I really suggest writing that out to help you. Two negatives next to each other make a positive. So we have negative 10 plus 7. That's negative 3. Now that one has a negative exponent, so we rewrite it. Why? 3 goes to the bottom. Where's the 6 go? On top. It is not a negative exponent, so it stays. All right, we're almost there. All right, x to the 10 divided by x to the 10. What's that equal to? That's 1, right? Anything divided by itself is 1. But what do you get when you subtract exponents? 0. Okay. So anything raised to the 0 power is 1. Any term with an exponent of 0 equals 1. Okay? Any exponent, any term with an exponent of 0 equals 1. So a million to the 0 equals 1. Happy face to the 0 equals 1. Anything to the 0 equals 1. Okay? All right. 10. 11 times 5 is 55. A. Negative 7 plus 7 is 0. So this entire term, that term is 1. What's 55 times 1? 55. So it kind of just disappears. Right? 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. X. We have x to the negative 1 and x and x. What's that give you? All right, that's 0, right? Negative 1 plus 1. Remember, this is a 1. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Y. Negative 12 plus negative 3 is negative 15. Now, the x to the 0 cancels. It goes away. It doesn't cancel out. It equals 1. X to anything to the 0 power equals 1. So it's really negative 32 times 1, and then y to the 15th flips to the bottom. So you end up with negative 32 over y to the 15th. Okay. All right. So the x to the 0 really is 1. Negative 32 times 1 is negative 32. When you have a negative exponent, it flips to the bottom. We put it all together. The 32 is on top, y to the 15th on the bottom. Okay, now I love number 12 because everyone gets it wrong, and I like to be mean. All right, 32 divided by 16 is 2. Again, write out the numbers because you know you make mistakes when you do these. So what do you do to exponents when you divide? Subtract. 9 minus negative 9. What does that give you? 18. So a to the 18th. A lot of kids like to put 0. It is not 0. Last one. 75 divided by 25 is 3. Y to the 4th, y to the 4th. Remember that cancels out. You can put x to the 0, but you don't have to. Y, negative 1 minus negative 3. Again, let's write that on the side. Negative 1 minus negative 3. Two negatives become positive. Negative 1 and 3 is 2. So y to the 2nd. And that is lesson 32. Have a fabulous day.